Excuse me. Oh, howdy. This is PhantomStrider. Welcome back, traveler. It's time to visit the country of Kimchi, the beautiful river of Cheonggyecheong, and tyrannical rulers. North and South Korea. While Korea has often brought their own personal touch into Eastern anime, some of their cartoons are blatant rip-offs of Japanese animation, or at worst, outright propaganda cartoons. Though most of those are from North Korea rather than South Korea. So pop your shoes off and let's check out the worst Korean cartoons. Number 5. Dream Kicks. Behold, a cartoon series so cheap and pointless that it was made purely to promote the 2010 FIFA World Cup in South Africa. So South Korea made this abomination by themselves, despite the fact that they were immediately going to fob it off to poor South Africa. Maybe this was South Korea's idea of a mean joke to South Africans. Yes, we make a cartoon for your World Cup. Oh, it be very good quality. Look, they're actually playing it. They're actually playing it at their World Cup. As for the plot, well, Roy the dog creates a team of athletically challenged soccer players. But despite being athletically challenged, apparently they're competing against the greatest soccer teams on all of the planet. This is what I call the Mighty Ducks cliché. We all know exactly what's going to happen here. These uncanny, creepy-looking animals are going to win the day, overcome their deficiencies, rescue the princess, discover their own unique strengths, discover the meaning of friendship, blah 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 blah. Dream Kicks has uncanny animation, boring characters, mixed together with the Mighty Ducks soccer plot. Everyone laugh at the silly South Africans. And for number 4, Kimchi Warriors. Wow, this truly is the gold mine of terrible. Like, this is Radio Alice in Wonderland levels of terrible. And at least Radio Alice in Wonderland had some level of coherence to it.
Got you, girl!
This is just continual bad stock footage mixed with MS Paint splattered over the front. And get this plot. On the dark side of the world, the most appallingly drawn villain in the universe, the evil Lord of Disease, makes everyone sick. And you have to see how they show this to believe it.
Ruled by the evil Lord of Disease, becomes unruly.
It make everyone sick.
Wait, what?
It make everyone sick.
What am I watching? There is no word suitable to describe this thing. But fear not, for the Kimchi Warrior is here.
I'm the Kimchi Warrior!
He is the Kimchi Warrior!
And he will save us all with kimchi? For those who don't know, kimchi is a traditional Korean dish. And apparently it can save the world from disease. They even made a Kimchi Warrior cosplay. I'm not making this up, because apparently the creators thought more than one insane mental patient would watch this show. They even have a video called the Kimchi Warrior and Tofu Eating Contest, which has absolutely nothing to do with Kimchi Warrior. It is just a tofu eating contest, and I think the hats look kind of similar. Now here, not only have they realized absolutely no one actually likes tofu, but they've just randomly shoehorned their name into the video. Kimchi Warrior is so unfathomably awful. It just does everything so wrong that I actually kind of recommend it. Seriously, you should check out the trailer. It is amazing. I've left it in the description. And the third worst Korean cartoon is Super Kid. Oh, the originality. I mean, have we ever seen someone who looks like this before? Despite many travel guides wanting to not bring up Japanese culture in Korea, some Korean animations just seem determined to copy them in every way, shape and form. The sound is disjointed, the animation is cheap, and this has to be among the worst English dubs I've ever heard.
Yes, the Super Kids, Earth's only defense against space villains such as these.
All right.
And that's against some stiff competition. I've seen the Excel Saga English dub. All the scenes look like they've been dipped in sewerage. Gokudari is obviously meant to be Kid Goku, Enju looks like Bulma, and Samachi is obviously meant to be Piccolo. Critics didn't seem to like the strangely cruel nature of Gokudari either. He always seemed to want something in return in exchange for his good deeds.
I believe there was some reward money.
Now will you hand over those criminals?
Hell, he even tortures one of the villains he finds the weakness of. Super Kid is full of rip-offs, lazy continuity errors, and is an overall sad attempt to cash in on the success of Dragon Ball. And now we get to the worst of the worst, the propaganda cartoons from North Korea. And while I'm sure many of the Korean people themselves are kind, polite, and caring, their tyrannical ruler has unfortunately enforced some rather awful propaganda cartoons. So let's take a look at them together. And the second worst Korean cartoon is Squirrel and Hedgehog. Wow, this revolts me in so many ways. I think we need a new word for appalling. I don't care if its animation is okay and its voice acting is passable.
그래서 혼자 그 비밀을 알아낸다는 건 정말 위험한 일인데.
This cartoon's fundamental purpose is to influence children to hate both Japanese and Western culture, manipulating children like that when they're vulnerable. Words cannot express how revolting I find this cartoon. This is what I call inexcusable in animation. The entire heavy military theme. It's like the cartoon is trying to raise little child soldiers and indoctrinate them into the army. Ugh. All the dashing heroes are the North Korean foxes in the army. While the villainous mice, weasels, and wolves are representing South Korea, Japan, and Americans, respectively. Despite being made in 1977 and mostly having anti-Japanese and anti-Western propaganda, the animation is actually quite good. I mean, every other aspect of it is unforgivable, manipulative garbage, but the animation's okay. This remains notoriously among the worst of North Korean cartoons. And the number one worst Korean cartoon is Juche Korea Stadio. Oh, come on. This was the best animation the nefarious Kim Jong family could manage for their manipulative garbage? Did Kim Jong just draw it all by hand because he couldn't manage anyone to actually help him? So in this propaganda cartoon, the young boy falls asleep during boring math. Sounds standard. So we can dream of a more exciting future firing missiles at the US Navy. Don't worry, kids. Those pencils and protractors at your desk will turn into rocket launchers to destroy the evil Americans. Ugh. So the young boy fires his missiles at the flotation tanks and cheers in joy as the US vessels burn before him. So anyway, I just don't know where to start with this one. The animation looks like a blob of melted Play-Doh at best. All of the US tanks are given grotesque-looking faces. And just the whole concept of indoctrinating children into soldiers against other cultures is unforgivable. I easily consider this piece of junk the worst animation of all of Korean culture. But while there are a couple of exceptions, most of the Korean cartoons aren't propaganda. They're simply cartoons with the purpose of entertaining kids. And most of these propaganda cartoons are very old. Most of the Korean cartoons are simply trying to entertain. And many of them show a strong sense of hard work and dedication, often giving us a unique taste of authentic Eastern animation. And if a Korean cartoon is simply trying to entertain, while also treating its audience with respect, then I'm glad to be able to experience it. But if you think I missed a particularly bad Korean cartoon, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Excuse me. Pardon me. Excuse me. Sorry. Pardon me. Juche Korea Stargyo. Juche Ah.